Last week, U.S. President Joe Biden announced a military aid package for Ukraine valued at $800 million. Since the U.S. has announced multiple such packages in the last 2 months, it would have hardly made headlines. But it did, thanks to one seemingly obscure item on the list – Phoenix Ghost. The U.S. would supply over 121 Phoenix Ghost tactical drones to Ukraine. It was the first time the general public and press had heard of such a system. Viewers may note that the American MQ-1 Predator platform had initiated the era of unmanned air combat with counter-insurgency operations undertaken in Afghanistan and Iraq. A lot's changed since then. The employment of UAVs has progressed from counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operations to full-scale conventional war. Both Russia and Ukraine are utilizing drones not only for reconnaissance but also for attack. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how Phoenix Ghost could enable Ukraine to launch asymmetric attacks on Russian forces. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. NordVPN is a premium VPN service available for macOS, iOS, Windows, and Android with more than 5,400 servers in 60 countries. But why use a VPN or virtual private network? VPN is an encrypted tunnel. A VPN can protect your privacy, which is threatened by many factors like data logging by internet service providers. It can also help you access contents which are blocked based on geolocation. Why NordVPN? Its servers are fast and has zero log policy. Not only this, NordVPN has taken one step further and recently introduced a new feature – threat protection. Threat protection prevents malware from getting on users' devices and blocks trackers, intrusive and malicious ads, and harmful websites. Use the link in the description to get up to 71% off the 2-year plan plus threat protection for no extra cost. At the checkout, use the code DEFENSE to get an extra month for free. The Phoenix Ghost drone has been created by the United States Air Force in collaboration with AVEX Aerospace of California, and it's essentially a loitering munition. A loitering munition, also known as a suicide drone or kamikaze drone, is a weapon system category in which the munition loiters or waits passively around the target area for some time and attacks only once a target's located. Loitering munitions enable faster reaction times against concealed or hidden targets that emerge for short periods without placing high-value platforms close to the target area, and also allow more selective targeting as the attack can easily be aborted. Very little information is available regarding Phoenix Ghost's capabilities. As per reports, the drones are well-suited for operations in Ukraine's Donbas area, which is currently at the forefront of Russia's military onslaught. Phoenix Ghost would fit perfectly in the Ukraine asymmetric warfare tactics, which it really needs since it's battling significantly more powerful Russian forces. An asset such as this can inflict disproportionate damages. For example, 2 Neptune anti-ship missiles were able to sink Russia's Navy's flagship, Moskva. As per Reuters, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby previously told media that the drones were rapidly produced for Ukraine, but then explained that manufacturing began well before Russian incursion on February 24th. The Phoenix Ghost drone, according to Kirby, is identical to the AEROVIRONMENT Switchblades. The AEROVIRONMENT Switchblades and Phoenix Ghost, unlike traditional UAVs, do not aim at a subject from afar. Rather, they charge at the subject, exploding when they get near enough just to destroy it. An AEROVIRONMENT Switchblade, often known as a kamikaze or suicide drone, is a tube-launched, loitering munition, and over 400 AEROVIRONMENT Switchblades have been sent to Ukraine by the United States. The Phoenix Ghost drone, according to Kirby, has optics that can capture sight photographs, so it can be utilized for aerial reconnaissance as well. According to reports, the Ukrainian military will only need a few hours of training to control the Phoenix Ghost drones. The Ukrainians' previous experience with AEROVIRONMENT Switchblades is an added benefit in this respect. The precise distinctions between both the AEROVIRONMENT Switchblade and Phoenix Ghost drones' characteristics are currently unknown. Retired Lieutenant General David Deptula, a former U.S. Air Force officer who's a member of the AVEX board, revealed some capabilities of the Phoenix Ghost. Deptula told Politico recently that Phoenix Ghost is a different type of aircraft. It's a one-way aircraft that's effective against medium armored ground targets. Deptula's revelation about the capability of the Phoenix Ghost to engage medium armored vehicles marks a significant upgrade over the Switchblade. Most variants of the Switchblade can only attack light armored vehicles, like Humvees or protected Jeeps. Medium armored vehicles would include troop carriers that Russia is extensively using in Ukraine. Politico reported the Phoenix Ghost drone can take off vertically, fly for 6+ hours searching for or tracking a target, and operate at night using its infrared sensors, Deptula said. Phoenix Ghost has a longer loitering capability than the Switchblade, which can fly for less than an hour. However, the AEROVIRONMENT Switchblade can remain in the air for 30 to 40 minutes and also has a reach of 40 kilometers or 25 miles, whereas the Phoenix Ghost drone can hang for around 6 hours and much greater reach. The Phoenix Ghost drone is fitted with infrared sensors, enabling it to fly at night without difficulty. It's clear that the Phoenix Ghost is a heavier weapon than the Switchblade and can hit a larger variety of stationary and mobile ground targets. The addition of the Phoenix Ghost to the Ukrainian fleet would free up more capable and larger assets such as the TB2 Bayraktar drones of the Ukrainian military for other tasks. It's also to be noted that vertical takeoff capability, similar to a helicopter, would be very useful since in an urban combat environment, Ukrainian soldiers will be operating in constrained spaces. It remains to be seen how effective the Phoenix Ghost is in real battlefield. For example, contrary to popular opinion, President Zelensky said that Turkish attack drones, Bayraktar, do not play a decisive role in the war with Russia. He stated, "With all due respect, those or other drones can help, but do not affect the result, because there is a history of missiles, artillery, and air defense. Ukraine will hope Phoenix Ghost becomes a game-changer in this conflict."
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.